Hey everyone, alright, so in this video let's talk about Pixar Pier. So Disney announced the other day they're offering a paid event, a hard-ticketed event to see and experience Pixar Pier a day earlier than the public. Okay, so this paid event is about $300. It's $299, so you can witness and experience Pixar Pier one full day before the public. Okay, so my opinion on this is that I wouldn't do it. Okay, I wouldn't do it. I had the same opinion with the Star Wars After Hours event, earlier this month. I said the same thing. For me, it's not worth it. Okay, I'm not one of these people that has to be first to experience things. I really don't care if I'm, ahead of the crowd by 24 hours or not. Means nothing to me. So would I pay $300 to see Pixar Pier a day in advance? Absolutely not. I think it's, honestly, in my opinion, I think it's a waste of money. Now, a lot of people out there, I'm sure the event will sell out. There's a lot of people that love these events, and great, more power to you. If you enjoy it, that's great. I'm really glad it gives you pleasure and it makes you happy. It's just, for me personally, I can't see myself paying $300 just to see Pixar Pier one day in advance. It's just not worth. It's not worth it. It really isn't worth it. And it's not just this event. There's all these kind of preview events where they charge you these astronomical, sums of money to see something a day or two in advance. I think is pretty silly, and you'll never see me do that. I just don't find that it's worth it. Now, with that said, there is one exception where I would consider paying for a preview event. One exception. That exception would be Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. And no, it's not because I'm a huge Star Wars fanboy, which is true. I am a huge Star Wars fanboy. But it's not just because of that. Star Wars Galaxy's Edge is a completely different animal. Okay? When that land opens, it's going to be unlike anything else. There's going to be enormous amounts of people trying to get in. There's probably going to be 3, 4, 5 hours in line just to get into the land. It's going to be crazy. So if Disney comes out and says, okay, for $500 or $600, you can see Galaxy's Edge a couple days earlier. Well, for me, that might be worth it. Okay, because no one is really going to be able to get near this land for the first 6 months at least. And when you do get in the land, it's going to be like this the whole time, and the lines are going to be insane. So for $400 or $500 or $600, would it be worth it to go into Galaxy's Edge a few days earlier, where you can actually breathe a little bit, experience the atmosphere, maybe go on the rides 1 or 2 times? Yeah, in all honesty, for that, I probably would, because that's a completely different situation. That would take a lot of the stress off of that first visit to Galaxy's Edge, knowing that you don't have to wait 5 hours to get into the land, knowing that you're not going to have to wait, a half a day to get into one ride. So it might be worth it in that scenario. Okay, that's the one exception. But the 99.9% of the upcharged, preview events, they're not worth it to me. Pixar Pier is not worth it to me. And you guys, if you've been watching my videos for a long time, I support Pixar Pier. My view of that area has changed. I'm really coming around to it. It looks great. I can't complain. It does look really nice. But I don't have to be first to see it. I just don't. It's not worth $300 to see it a day in advance. It's just not. So, but what do you guys think? What do you think about this whole, Pixar Pier preview event for $300? Would you do it? Are you excited? Do you want to do that? Or are you kind of like me where, you feel like it's really not worth it? And also, what are your thoughts about, what I said about Galaxy's Edge? Is that a different situation to you as well, where you feel like that might be worth a hard ticketed event, where something like that for Star Wars, you might pay for it, but for Pixar Pier, you might not? What are your thoughts? I would love to hear from you guys. Comment below. If you're on Twitter, follow me at OrangeGrow55. As always, have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.